Well, hello there, and let me take a moment to welcome you into this course. I'm so excited about this because this is about Midjourney, and I've just recently heard Elon Musk has invested a lot of money in Midjourney, and that's when I knew things were really serious. And he clearly stated in one of his Zoom, I guess it was a Zoom call with some of his pals or maybe business partners. I don't know exactly what the call was with, but Elon Musk during that call he specifically mentioned that he invested a lot of money in Midjourney and ChatGPT, and clearly stated that these kind of AI tools are gonna reshape the fate or are gonna reshape humanity. So it's a big deal. Now, to make things clear, Midjourney, you can access it via midjourney.com. So go to Google and let's start now. So go to midjourney.com. Now, once you go to Midjourney, do not get confused because you're going to find that here they're asking you to sign in and also they're asking you to join the beta. Now, if you click join the beta, they will take you to their Discord group, okay? Because they have a Discord. Now, when I click join the beta, they will take me to my own Discord that I have already created. So I already have an account. Now I'm just logged into my account that I had. And so I'm going to go ahead and just log out. And by the way, if you want to know what Midjourney is, I hope that you have a clear idea about it before you've decided to take this course. But Midjourney is great. You know, it's an AI tool that enables you to generate AI images. And it's just crazy how wonderful this is. I'm going to go ahead and log out of my account here. And let's go ahead and create a new account. So I'm just going to log out now. And let's go ahead and create a dummy account. So here, let's go back to Google. I want to take things slowly with you guys. Midjourney.com. And so go ahead to Midjourney. Click join the beta. Now that I'm logged out, I normally should have... Right, so it says here continue Discord. And so now I'm going to have to add an account, a new account from scratch. And I highly advise you to do the same. Now, if you don't already have an account, create one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead here and register. So register with a new account, a new username, a new password. And make sure that for the date of birth, because this happened to me, I don't want you to struggle from this because this is from experience. Do not enter a date of birth that is different to your own date. Even if it's just a fake account or an account that you're using just to play around. But make sure that you use your own date of birth because that's one date of birth that you cannot forget. So I'm going to go ahead right now and type in my details and I'm going to click continue. Alright, so after you've entered all your information, it's optional that you can click this button if you want. If you want to click it, you'll receive their newsletters. Now, to me, I want to click it because I want to see what they can send me. Maybe they could send me that there's an update. Let's verify that we're human, even though it's certain that we are. Some simple questions here. Please click each image containing a daisy. Now, I don't exactly know what a daisy is, so, but I'm just gonna suppose that a daisy is this red flower. Okay, so I'm just gonna click verify. All right, so now, all right, containing a daisy. I'm gonna have to go and search what a daisy is. Oh no, the daisy is this image here that they're already showing us this image. This is the daisy. So it's this one here, and I guess that's the only one. Okay, because a daisy is like this. Okay, click verify. All right. So now we have verified our account. We're going to be able to log into the Discord. And the reason why we have created a Discord in the first place is because Midjourney has hosted their own AI right there. So it's here where you will be entering your prompts. Now that we have a Discord account, I'm gonna just click here. But right here, we have to go and sign in. So I'm going to click sign in here, log out of any account that you already have. Right, so here, authorize. Okay, so yeah, so it's already signed in as us. Good. So now I can click join the beta. All right, and once you've clicked join the beta, you'll receive an invitation to join Midjourney. Now you can see that there are 10 million members. Now this is not surprising because the entire world is using this. Now click accept invite. And again, well, we're tired of actually verifying that we're human. a trumpet. Okay, let's just verify that no, this is a trumpet, and let's go ahead. So now we're going to be able to log into Discord. Now this is Discord on your navigator. I'm going to introduce you to the Discord app, which is also interesting because the Discord app is even better because you would install it on your computer and you could use it. Now over here, we are on Discord. We have installed, or we have joined, Midjourney. So in the next video, let's go ahead and see more of what we can do here. Alright, so once you have joined Discord, the next step would be to just scroll down over here, or first of all, click on Midjourney. Right, click on Midjourney. You will see that here on the left-hand side at the top, below the direct messages of Discord, you are able to click here on Midjourney and click. So when you click there, you'll be able to scroll down, and you can see that you have all the basic Discord stuff here. Now here, you have what we call newcomer rooms. You can already see that there are 3 newbies rooms. You can join one of those, okay? Join any one of those, no problem. Now, you can just click on one of those. For example, if you click here, now what you'll find should not surprise you, because we're just gonna find some people already giving their prompts or sending their prompts to Midjourney, and Midjourney returning with some interesting images. Here, for instance, this guy is imagining a Ferrari of Michael Schumacher versus car F1 McLaren. So this guy's pretty imagining some stuff there. And you can see that there are a lot of people out here also doing their stuff. Everybody is imagining a bunch of stuff. And Midjourney takes its time and returns with the result of the prompt. Now, later on, I'm going to show you how to use all of the possible prompts that you can imagine. There's a lot of things you can do. Trust me, it's just the limit is your imagination. That's absolutely it. The limit is your imagination. It's just wonderful what you can do here. And also, it's very, very important that you do not underestimate where this is going, because this is AI, and you never know. You never know if you learn this tool now, if you learn how to use it better than anyone else, and especially at the beginning of it, you can later on, do some interesting stuff with it. Now, whilst you're on the Discord server, if you scroll down, you can see here there are some discussions around Midjourney. And these are generally people that are using Midjourney and they're fanatics of the tool. Here you can see some philosophy if you want. Here, prompt chat if you want to get knowledgeable about prompts and how to use them, how to get better at using prompts. Because with Midjourney, it's just the person that's the most, or that gets the best results or the most creative results, is really the person that knows how to fill or how to write prompts better than the next person. So in here on Discord, what's beautiful is that you can come and you can get some inspiration. You can even discuss with people how to better your prompts, okay, and how to write great prompts and to make sure that you're getting the desired results or even exceed your own expectations. Here, there's some off topic about Midjourney, people talking off topic. Here, feedback, if you want to get some feedback. Now, also here, you have some community forums here, image jams, prompt facts, which this is frequently asked questions section for prompts. And yeah, so people here are asking all kinds of questions. You can come here and you can post a question. Now here in Showcase, show and tell, so people here are showing their work, and everybody's kind of bragging to the next person about their work, and look at what I did, and and some people are bettering each other's, kind of like trying to push the boundaries of what's possible here. Now, what's more interesting to me, because I'm not gonna continue showing you all of this stuff because you can explore it by yourself, And it's actually very interesting that you explore these groups and these forums, because you never know. You could find yourself, with a bunch of friends that are also interested in the tool, and you could take it far. You can even create stuff that you never imagined. Now here, I'm going to click in the world in the showcase section here, and in the world is where people, or what people use Midjourney to do stuff in the world, or applications for Midjourney in the real world. So for example, if I scroll to the top, pretty sure I can find something interesting. For example, this guy, Tommy TSW, if I click on this image, he has generated this image with Midjourney, and now he's been painting it. Okay, so he's painted the same image that Midjourney has returned to him, and he's painted it. So he's using it in real life to create some fascinating art. Now here, for example, this guy, he says, just printed this t-shirt today for a test. Cheap nasty polyester shirt, hoping to source some thicker cotton feel ones. Okay, so this guy also, he's using Midjourney to do some print on demand, which is something I can show you how to do in this course. And I'll pretty sure show you how to do, because I've done print on demand in the past, and I know how the business works, and I can show you some stuff that you can do that would be interesting. Now, these kind of other designs as well would be suited for print on demand. For example, this design here, I see that it would really do great. This one here would really do fantastic, especially on a black t-shirt or on a white t-shirt. This will do just amazing. Now, there are a lot of applications for Midjourney and for the work that you can generate with it. Now, along this course, you're going to be able to see that for yourself. So you're going to be the judge on that. But in order not to make this any longer, let's dive deep into Midjourney, and let's just do our first experimentations with the tool to show you what it can do. Right, so it's fair to note that here, this is the Discord server. So if you're logged into the Discord server, then fine. But I have to mention that you can sign in with your own account. So if you have your own account, which of course, in order to be able to log into the Discord server, you need to have an account. But you can come here to the Midjourney's landing page, and you can click on the sign in button. Now, when you click sign in, you'll be able to log in to your own account on Midjourney. Now right here, you'll find it completely different from the Discord server, and you'll find that I have plenty of designs over here that I have just been creating, left and right. And the one that I like so much is this one here. Okay, so this one, because it's inspired by Pablo Picasso, has 3 dragons in it, and it's absolutely great. And I can show you how to create it later on. I also kind of like these, because those are the first results that came out. Those are the first results that came out, and I just chose this one because it has I don't know, I just think this is more artistic, man. I don't know, it just feels great. I think I can just print this and put it in my house, it would be great. Now, some other interesting designs I've been experimenting with is, for example, this hybrid robot, half human, half robot, which I think we're going in that direction. I don't know. But it's interesting. Here, some dragons dragons in human hybrid form, which is also very interesting. Here are some characters for 3D animations, which also very, very interesting. The ability to be able to do this is just wonderful. And I can show you how I've accomplished this stuff. Now, even though this is not really the best stuff out there, but I'm quite imagining a bunch of stuff, and Midjourney is just great. For example, this is one of my latest, and it just has, if I click on it, it just has a person blended in with Zeus. Okay, so blended with Zeus, and I can show you how to achieve the blended effect or blending effect. Now, right here, this is one of my favorites, an AI background, which is very interesting. And so here on your account, you can see your work. You can see all of your work, and you can revisit it. And most importantly here, if you just hover over any one of your works, if you hover over it here, if I click these 3 dots, you can see that you have some options here. You can open in a new tab or open it in a Discord. So for instance, if I click open in Discord, it will open up in the Discord server and it will take me there. Okay, so it will take me to Discord and it will open up the image, which I have created in the past, so I can revisit it. Now here it says failed to load for some reason, but it's taking some time for the Discord to load, so I'm gonna close it. And let's go back. So I can click this ellipses here, and we have other options like save image. So for example, if you want to save this image on your computer, you can save it and download it if you haven't done so in the past. Now you can copy the prompt that you have entered at that time. So if I click copy the prompt, I can go back to Midjourney and I can just come in here and I'm gonna click got it here and I'm gonna just paste my prompt. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste my prompt out there, and it says here bald man with glasses, 40 years old, looking at the sunrise. Well, I have to add /imagine out there before I can paste my prompt. So I'm gonna add imagine and then imagine. That's the prompt was activated, and I can click enter. And so now when I click enter, you can see here that you must accept the terms of service to continue using Midjourney. Okay, so I'm going to open the terms of service because I need to read them out to you in the bonus lecture. If you're interested in more about the terms of service, in the bonus lecture, I'm going to explain them to you because this is important, because you don't want to infringe copyright and you don't want to end up in a lawsuit because you're infringing copyright. So here I'm just going to accept them outright because I know what the terms of service are. And as far as I'm concerned, I have to enter my prompt back because now I have to do it all over again. So I'm going to enter my prompt. And so now it says sending command. So the prompt is in action now. It's the command is being sent to Midjourney bot. Midjourney bot is what executes your prompt and returns a result to you. So you enter a prompt and the Midjourney bot processes it and comes back to you with a result. Now, this is not a paid account. I'm using a free account. That's the reason why it's taking so long for the prompt to take place. And I'm just gonna leave it like that, and let's come back to our account here. So like I said, you can click the ellipses, you can copy the prompt, you can copy the job ID, you can copy the command. Now, and you can even download your images if you haven't downloaded them. For example, here you can see that I've been working on some very, very interesting frog patterns that I've been thinking of maybe attaching them to some leggings and selling them for print on demand. That's very interesting. Now here we are on the home. Here, this is home. So if you click community feed, they will take you here. Now in the community feed, and in order not to make this video longer, I'm going to take it to the next video and let's explain what is this community feed and why it is important that you come back here and get some inspiration from champion artists. So let's get right to it. See you in the next lecture. Okay, so let's come back here to the community feed and let's get right to it. Now here, you can see some very interesting designs that were generated by people. And the reason why you can see this here is because these designs were appreciated and were rated by users of Midjourney. Let me explain myself. Now, when you design something here, let's say you've entered the prompt and then Midjourney comes back to you with a grid of possibilities. For example, this is what we call a grid, and it has 4 images. Now, when you enter a prompt, Midjourney is going to give you 4 images. And then after that, you can take those images and you can create some interesting stuff with it. We're going to get to that later about variations and upscaling and light upscaling and beta upscaling and the settings of Midjourney. We're going to get to all of that stuff. But as for now, I just want you to understand what a grid is. And a grid is just the first result that pops out after you enter your first prompt. Or after you enter a prompt, to be more precise. It gives you 4 images, and then you pick one of them or all of them, depending on you. Now here, you can see that this is still generating. I'm gonna go and take something that was generated. For example, this image here has already been upscaled. You can see here it was upscaled light by this guy. So I can click on it and I can even download it. Now here we have at the bottom these emojis, and these emojis, they're not there by accident. They're there when you want to vote on an image. So let's say, for example, that I just love this image. I can click here on the love icon and it will send that to the system. This will register as a love for this. And so the images that get the most love and the most appreciation are the images that make it here on the shelf of the community feed. So these images, the reason why they are here is because they were liked so much by so many people and they were voted to be here. So when you're creating great designs, when you're creating interesting designs, what happens is that people will like them. And if they like them, they will make it here. Now here we can see some very, very interesting images. Believe me, this is so great. You can see the creativity here and you can see why people have even liked these images. You know, apart from the images where there is no creativity, but you can see that this is just so crazy. You know, for example, this guy with the lizard in a costume, this guy with his dog, this is a Valkyrie, I think, I don't know, but you can see the creativity there. You can see that there is a reason why these images have been liked. For example, this image here is super realistic. You can't tell if this is a real image or an AI generated image, and that's just wonderful. For example, also this one here is real. This one is even more real, you know, and it looks like a medieval character. Now it's just crazy here. It's just some crazy stuff. And so let's get to the top. Now you remember in a past lecture when I mentioned that you can click this ellipses here. Now you can do this again here. You can click the ellipses and you can save this image. You can open it in a new tab or open it in Discord. And most importantly, you can copy the job ID or you can copy the prompt. So let's say that you want to reproduce something similar. You can come here and you can copy the prompt. Or you can just copy this, which is basically the command. So this is what the person has entered in order for them to receive this fiery Chinese phoenix. So I'm going to come here and I have copied the prompt. It's on clipboard and there you go. So this is the command. I just have to add imagine /imagine prompt. Well, this can happen. Okay, so this, if it happens, just wait and this is going to fix itself. Imagine, and then I'm just going to take this away and imagine prompt. Okay, so and now I'm going to paste the command and click enter. So in the next video, let's go ahead and explore the result of our first prompt. But I have to tell you that when you're using the free version of Midjourney, you're not allowed to use more than 25 images. All right, so 25 images, that's it. When you exceed that, you're gonna have to pay for their premium Midjourney subscription, which I already have, but I only have the $10 one. So there are a lot of other just 2 plans, but you know, there's monthly and there's yearly. So when you pay yearly, it's just going to reduce the price. When you pay monthly, you're going to pay more. So I think I paid around $10 to $12 for the basic plan, and I'm going to upgrade. So see you in the next lecture where I'm going to show you the prompt result. Alright, so now the result is supposed to be there. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm supposed to see my fiery phoenix. Now, when you go to another page, for example, if you go from this page to this page, if the result has been shown when you were not there on Discord is going to send you a signal. It's just going to be like a sound, like a ting, you know, just to notify you that your result is out there and that you can go and visit it. So I do that a lot because I don't want to stick here for 2 minutes to see my design results. So I just go and do what I'm about to do, and when I hear the sound, I come back and I find my design. So here you can see that the design has been returned, and you can clearly see that it's completely different from this one here. Now, the reason why these designs are different from this one, even though I have used the same prompt, is simply because for every prompt, or for the same prompt, Midjourney will generate different variations. So you may enter the same prompt 100 times, and 100 times it's going to have different results. So it's not like it's going to have the same result for the same prompt. Otherwise, this wouldn't be AI, because this is based on a predictive model, and it just kinds of like, it's just like a Royal Rumble or something. It just tries to create something out of nothing, and there's limitless possibilities. Okay, so here we have our grid. Okay, this is what we call the grid. Now, under the grid, we have these options. We have upscale, and we have variations. So in the next lecture, or the next 2 lectures, in order to make stuff more organized so that you understand this, I'm going to go through what upscaling is, and I'm going to go through what variations are. And let's go ahead. Okay, so this is our grid. This is what we call the grid, but we can download this if we want. When we open it, you can download it in your computer, and you will see that now that I've downloaded it, I can open it as a PNG, so I can download this. But how can I really use 4 images at once? What should you do to isolate one image and to only use one image? Now, in order to accomplish that, that's the reason why you should use the upscales. And to me, I kind of liked this design here more than any other design. So what I want to do, I want to upscale design number 4. So these are this way. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here, if you want to upscale image number 1, you have to click U1. If you want to upscale image number 2, you have to click U2. If you want to upscale image number 3, you have to click U3 and then U4. This is how it is. Now, when you click upscale, what's going to happen is Midjourney is going to generate a high resolution image of this one here, just this one. So I'm going to click upscale, and it's going to work on it. So it's not like it can generate that in 1 second. It's going to take some time before it generates the result for you, especially now that we are operating in the free account. I'm afraid at one point in this course, I'm going to have to log out of my free account here and use my pro account, because I just want to use the full functionality of Midjourney. And so here, I'm going to pause the video until the result of the first upscale is there. Then in the next video, we're going to move forward, and I'm going to show you how you can use the variations to create variations of your images. Alright, so you can see here that the result of our upscale is here. Fiery Chinese phoenix with gold wings, long rainbow colored tails. Alright, so it's just wonderful. So if I click on it, let's compare it with the other one. And we can see that our image kind of rivals the other image. There's not much. Our image is also great. That's what I'm trying to say here. Our image is also beautiful. And so the interesting things here is that you can click on make variations, which we're going to leave for the next video. But first of all, let's explain what light upscale is and what beta upscale is. Now, at one point, let's suppose that you don't like this upscale quality. But first of all, let's download this in order not to use it. Even though we still would have it in our app, we would have all the images that we've created, which is a great thing about having the app. But right here, let's say that you want to light upscale this. Now, you can click light upscale redo. And what it's going to do, it's going to send a prompt to Midjourney to light upscale it. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to also click on beta upscale in order for us to compare between light upscale and beta upscale image quality. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a difference, and you'll be able to notice that. But now, I'm going to have to wait for my upscales to take place and see you in this lecture. So I'm just going to pause the video until my upscales are in place, and we're going to compare both images. Okay, so this is the result of the beta upscale. How do I know that? Well, just read this. This is upscaled beta by Mizo12, which is a short name for my name. My family uses that sometimes to call me. So here I'm gonna just name this beta upscale. Okay, so beta upscale. Then let's go ahead and let's download the light upscale. I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere. Okay, so here, upscaled light by Mizo12. So I'm gonna just download this image as well, and I'm gonna name it light upscale. Okay, light upscale. So we have light upscale, beta upscale, and we have the original image. So I'm gonna go now to my downloads, and we're gonna open the first image of the Phoenix. This is the original upscale. So this is the original upscale. Now let's open up the other beta upscale. So here, this is the beta upscale, and let's open up the light upscale. So now we have 3 images. Now this is the original image. You can see that the original image is quite beautiful, right? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. And this is the beta upscale. So the beta upscale, you can see that there is a difference, and especially in definition. The beta upscale doesn't have much definition. It kind of looks like a painting or something. So, but this one here just looks awesome. This is the original image, and this is the light upscale. So light upscale also kind of takes away the features of the Phoenix. We can no longer see the eye of the Phoenix. We can no longer see some interesting stuff that we saw previously, but this is what it is. Light upscale and beta upscale. Then we have the original upscale, which is this one. So these are the types of upscales that exist on Midjourney. And so now let's go ahead and explore how to use variations. Alright, so here in this lecture, we're going to discuss variations. So I'm going to go back to my fiery phoenix, my lovely fiery phoenix image. Now here, Harry Potter as Avengers, this is funny. This guy is actually using a prompt to generate an image of Harry Potter as Avengers. Now once you come here to Midjourney on Discord, you're just going to be able to see some crazy stuff here. Some, people asking all kinds of stuff like Putin angry. This is just crazy. Now, I'm gonna scroll. Where's my fiery phoenix, man? I mean, I want my fiery phoenix here. Where is it? Right, it should be here somewhere. So I'm just gonna keep looking. All right, so this is my fiery phoenix. But before that, something piqued my attention. This guy, he's certainly selling print-on-demand designs on places like Redbubble and these print-on-demand websites where you can sell your own designs. We can see this is very interesting. I would really buy this if I had the chance. So I'm just gonna click away. This is my image. Okay, so this is my fiery phoenix image. We finally found it. Now we have to make variations of this. Okay, so in order to make variations, you can see right here that you have this possibility of making variations. But before that, when you generate a quadrant of images, when you have a grid, for example, I'm gonna look for a grid. This one is a grid. Even though here they've played with the AR, the size of the image, you can see that this is AR 16 by 9 inches. And I can show you how to play with the size of the image as well using a very, very direct command. Now here you have V1, V2, V3, V4. Let's just suppose that you kind of liked this version number 3, but you want to make variations of that. You can click V3. What's going to happen now is a command will be sent to the system telling it to give you 4 variations of this image here, of the image number 3. Now, let's make variations of one individual image, which is also something you can do. So if you have upscaled an image, you can still create variations of that image if you want. So here, I'm going to click variations, make variations. And so now I have 2 commands in waiting. I have the first command, which is of a complete stranger image that's not mine. So I just completely. So here you can see it's just the result is showing here already, and it's just not completely shown because they're still working on it. But here you can find, okay, so it's perfect. Now it's the work was rendered. So here we have 4 variations. They kind of remind me of God of War, you know, of the Sisters of Fate or something like that in God of War. And so here you have all these images, and you can decide to upscale one of them or even to create variations even more, even further. You can create more variations. And the good thing is that you can create 4 variations if you want. So you can create variations of image 1, variations of image 2, variations of image 3, and so on and so forth. Now I'm interested in my Phoenix. Where is my Phoenix? So maybe if I scroll down, I can find that there is a variation of my Phoenix out there. But I'm just trying to make sure that I don't exceed the 25 images credit that they gave me, because otherwise you guys wouldn't be able to fill another prompt. So yeah, so here, my Phoenix is here. Now you can see that the variations of my Phoenix now are quite peculiar. Now you can see that this looks more like a sticker to me, or like a tattoo. It doesn't look like these images that we had at the beginning. This one is more sensational right here. Even though I think this guy here would still outdo us, because the angle from which the Phoenix is showing, and also the interesting thing here is the lighting. I'm afraid our image here lacks lighting, lacks depth, doesn't have some shadows, and also the Phoenix here looks more majestic than ours. Ours looks like, it just kind of looks like an AI generated image. This one here has more of a realistic depth to it, much like this one and these other ones. Now this looks like a character from GTA San Andreas, to be precise. But this wolf here and this is just realistic. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's go back here. And this is what variations is. You can continue creating variations as much as you like. And in the next lecture, because I don't just want to introduce you to one tool, I also want to introduce you to another tool called DALL-E, which was created by OpenAI. OpenAI, if you don't know it, is the creator of ChatGPT. So in the next lecture, I'm going to show you how you can use the DALL-E, which is the competitor of Midjourney right now, to generate some images, generate some variations of images. And so let's see you there.